Hi everyone, welcome to Bible Teaching Live. Before we hear this dramatic narration, let's first read the summary of the book of Genesis. The book of Genesis is the first book of the Bible and lays the foundation for the entire biblical story. Its name means beginning, and it explains the origins of the world, humanity, sin, and God's relationship with his people. Genesis begins with God creating the world in 6 days and resting on the seventh. He creates humanity, Adam and Eve, in his image and places them in the Garden of Eden. When they disobey God by eating from the forbidden tree, sin enters the world, bringing separation, suffering, and death. Adam and Eve are expelled from the garden, and humanity begins to experience the consequences of sin. As the human population grows, wickedness increases, leading God to judge the world through a great flood, while saving the righteous Noah and his family in the ark. After the flood, God makes a covenant with Noah, promising never again to destroy the earth by flood, with the rainbow as a sign. Genesis then shifts focus to God's plan to bless the world through one family. God calls Abraham, promising to make him a great nation, give him land, and bless all nations through him. This promise continues through Isaac, then Jacob, whose name is changed to Israel, and his 12 sons, who became the 12 tribes of Israel. The book concludes with the story of Joseph, one of Jacob's sons, who is sold into slavery by his brothers, but rises to power in Egypt through God's favor. God uses Joseph to save his family and many others from famine, showing that he can turn evil intentions into good. Overall, Genesis reveals God as creator, judge, and redeemer, showing his faithfulness, mercy, and unfolding plan of salvation despite human failure. Genesis chapter 1, the account of creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said,
"Let there be light."
and there was light. And God saw that the light was good. Then he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the first day. Then God said,
"Let there be a space between the waters, to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth."
and that is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of the heavens. God called the space sky. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the second day. Then God said,
"Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear."
and that is what happened. God called the dry ground land, and the waters seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said,
"Let the land sprout with vegetation, every sort of seed-bearing plant, and trees that grow seed-bearing fruit. These seeds will produce the kind of plants and trees from which they came."
and that is what happened. The land produced vegetation, all sorts of seed-bearing plants, and trees with seed-bearing fruits. Their seed produced plants and trees of the same kind, and God saw that it was good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the third day. Then God said,
"Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let this light in the sky shine down on the earth."
and that is what happened. God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day, and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, to govern the day and night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the fourth day. Then God said,
Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind.
So God created great sea creatures and every living thing that scurries and swam in the waters, and every sort of bird, each producing offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God blessed them, saying,
Be fruitful and multiply. Let the fish fill the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth.
And evening passed, and morning came, marking the fifth day. Then God said,
Let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing offspring of the same kind, livestock, small animals that scurry along the ground, and wild animals.
and that is what happened. God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals, each able to produce offspring of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said,
Let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground.
So God created human beings in his own
Oh
image.
my
In the
God.
image of God,
Yes.
he created them. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them and said,
Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground.
Then God said,
Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food. And I have given every plant as food for all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, and small animals that scurry along the ground, everything that has life.
and that is what happened. Then God looked over all he had made, and he saw that it was good. And evening passed, and morning came, marking the sixth day.